I'm Mark Tilley and welcome back to Dirtbike Magazine's video series Versus, where we take two like-minded motorcycles, put them up against each other, and see who wins. Today, we're testing the 2023 KTM 350 XCF up against the GasGas EX350F. For a long time, our favorite size of off-road four-stroke has been the 350. We really didn't care which 350. All of the offerings from Austria were light, easy to ride, and had tons of power when you needed it. The differences were noticeable, but not dramatic enough to give a significant advantage. Now that changed for 2023. KTM has a new platform for all its competition bikes. GasGas has stuck with the previous version, which gives us the opportunity to compare them back to back. We have a 2023 KTM 350 XCF and the 2023 GasGas EX350F just for that purpose. First of all, you can't ignore the fact that the GasGas is seen as a more affordable line of the two bikes. The price certainly isn't low. It's $10,799, but less than the $11,399, which the KTM costs. For that difference, the KTM gives you handguards, a skid plate, a map switch, machine triple clamps, a few name brand parts, and a chamber in the exhaust headpipe. If you wanted to buy all those for your GasGas, they would cost way more than the $600 price difference. Much more important is the KTM's new chassis and motor. Almost everything is different. The frame, the motor, the rear suspension, the bodywork, even the wheels and axle sizes are different. The only carryover is the WP Xact air fork. Even that is different between the two bikes. The GasGas has softer valving and less recommended air pressure. There's a net weight difference between the two bikes. The GasGas weighs 224 pounds without gas on our scale. The KTM is 232 pounds. Part of that is the handguards and accessory parts. Part is the fact that the new chassis is heavier. Just looking at the frame, you can see how beefy it is. KTM paid a great deal of attention to frame rigidity and flex characteristics. The top of the KTM motor looks completely different, particularly in the valve train area where it is wider and has more squat. The cams are new, the piston's new, the crank is new, the compression ratio is higher. KTM also messed with the gear ratio in the 6-speed gearbox, the primary drive and the final drive. Bottom line, overall the gear ratios are more spread out on the KTM. First gear is about 12% lower, second through fifth are lower as well, but by lesser amounts until 6, which works out exactly the same as the GasGas. When it comes down to it, the extra stuff that the KTM does give you with the quick shift option, the map switch on the fly, all of the new componentry, about the only thing we would not want to do without is the handguards. All the other stuff, you can kind of do without. The biggest difference between the two bikes is the feel of the chassis and the suspension. You would never guess that the suspension is made by the same company. The GasGas is a more cushy and plush motorcycle. The KTM feels hard-edged and stiff. You can feel the Supercross influence on the KTM's new chassis, whereas the GasGas is a truly more comfortable trail bike. When you're riding through big whoops, the KTM takes the hits slightly better and goes slightly straighter. Does that mean that the KTM is better for a cross-country racer? Maybe, but we think you'll have to work on the suspension to get the most out of it. The GasGas's frame flexes more and is more forgiving when it comes to suspension setup. All around, the KTM has a more racy feel to it. It is going to be stiff and get a lot more feedback into the rider's hands and feet. It does point out some of the shortcomings of the WP air fork, but that fork's greatest assets is the adjustability and lightweight. It was never comfort. So what bike is better for you? It all depends on what you're wanting out of your motorcycle. If you're looking at maybe racing it and being more aggressive off-road, you might want the more rigid chassis of the newer KTM. You might want some of the adjustability. If you're just planning on riding off-road or you want a proven package, the GasGas overall chassis and package has won a lot of championships in the off-road world. It's got proven technology. People know how to work on it and know how to make it win races. Are you looking for something cushy and a little bit more rider comfort? Or do you want something to where you can hammer out motos, maybe do some more intense cross-country racing? Up to you, but just know that between the two bikes, when it comes to suspension setup, if you get the new 350, you're gonna spend some time setting it up. Whereas if you get the old 350, it's cushy enough and everybody knows what suspension setting works on that motorcycle. The bottom line is you gotta know what you're looking for and plan accordingly. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all of our latest releases. And if you're looking for the latest off-road industry news, head over to dirtbikemagazine.com.